Hi.
Eccoti.
I realized I accidentally was in my Blaze account.
I know. I know. In fact, I said, oh my God, she's an improviser, so she's going to do something weird and I'm not going to be around.
No.
So, Ariane parla benissimo italiano. No, I'm joking. She doesn't speak Italian at all. But we don't have any Italian viewer right now. Yeah, right now no, but we might have. But I'm gonna switch with some Italian, Ariane, ok?
Yes.
Cambierò anche con italiano. Oggi sono con Ariane Price. Lei, ciao Iacopo! Ecco, un italiano, an Italian friend. Great. Ariane Price is a great improviser, writer, actress. She's in Los Angeles, and every week, I want to say I'm doing this live with great guests. And today is the first time I have a guest who only speaks English. Oh, I mean, only. It seems bad. Not only, but she speaks English. And I'm gonna switch with some Italian. Io cercherò di tradurre un po' in italiano. Comunque questi live saranno poi sul mio canale YouTube. Li riposterò su Instagram con alcuni sottotitoli. I'm gonna repost those lives with subtitles. Allora, Ariane, dove sei? Where are you right now?
I am at my dad's house. I'm trying to think. I don't je parle un petit peu de français. I speak a little French.
Okay. Okay, good.
But that's not helpful.
No, it's okay. You can speak English, Ariane. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm at the house where I grew up many years ago.
So you grew up, am I wrong, in San Diego? You're from San Diego.
So San Diego,
right?
the
Yeah.
town north of Mexico, and I live in a little kind of beach town, very relaxing and beachy. But I live in LA most of the time. I'm a Los Angeles person. I've been for over 20 years, and I love both places, but LA has more of the theater and the energy and the culture.
Yeah, why did you come? Perché sei venuta a Los Angeles? Why did you come to LA?
Well, I came very specifically to join the Groundlings Theater, which is an improv theater that's in Los Angeles on Melrose Avenue. It's been there for almost 50 years. And it's a specific theater where a lot of people from Saturday Night Live came from. So Will Ferrell, Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Maya Rudolph, so many. And it's improv.
Sorry, Ariane, sometimes we lose you. Sometimes we lose your voice. I don't know if it's the connection, but sometimes your voice is cutting out. So
let me go to a better area.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, but in the meantime, I'm gonna translate in some English. So with English, Ariane è di San Diego e si è trasferita a Los Angeles per far parte ed entrare nella compagnia The Groundlings. È un famosissimo teatro, una famosissima compagnia dalla quale tantissime star come Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Will Ferrell sono usciti da questa grande compagnia, e Ariane è proprio una attrice per loro. Lei fa tantissimi spettacoli. You're a member of the Groundlings. Tu sei un membro dei Groundlings.
And
sì.
so that took, are my better? Can you hear me now?
It seems better. Sì, it seems better. Sì,
okay,
sembra meglio ora.
That took a while. That took about 5 years to be accepted into. It's a lot of work, and it's kind of competitive, and every week you're writing new sketches and performing, and then finally at the end of all of the different levels, they either ask you to join the company or not.
So, all right. So why, I mean, not why, but what do you think was your, the skill who made you got into the company? Qual è stata la tua qualità che ti ha fatto entrare nella compagnia?
Gosh, I mean, well, first of all, improv is like a weirdly specific thing. It's its own thing, and writing sketches and characters. So the Groundlings is really for that. And I mean, I think I worked really hard, but there's also just an element of luck. And then it's also an element of who's in the company voting at that time. So it's, you know, it's a majority vote. So,
Oh, wait, really? So they vote the students? Loro votano gli studenti?
yes.
They vote the people who can be in the company? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I mean, I know the Groundlings, of course, because I took few classes, and I think I took few years ago the 2 weeks of improv for
Yeah.
immersion. Yeah, but and I loved it. Mi è piaciuto tanto. But I didn't know they were voting for.
Yeah, it's weird. It is weird, and it that adds an interesting kind of competitive element. Although you're never really against other people, but it is a reflection of the people who are in the company at that time. So it's comedy. It's an art. So, you know, it just means that those particular people wanted me to be part of the company. It doesn't mean that other people aren't incredibly funny and haven't gone on to be very successful too.
Right. So, and you're saying that it seems like a lot of luck, as you said before, like molta fortuna, perché I'm gonna translate again in Italian. So, Ariane è entrata nella compagnia, lei dice per fortuna, c'è stata la fortuna ovviamente che ha fatto la sua parte, ma anche gli altri membri della compagnia e gli insegnanti hanno votato e votano per gli studenti, per chi loro reputano le persone che possano far parte della compagnia. Eccomi, well, he's not Ned.
No.
I think, no, Ned is the other one, right?
This
Your
is my other dog, Astrid.
Astrid. Oh, by the way, I had a friend in Italy. Her name was Astrid. This is true, from Florence. Yeah. So I remember the name, but then I forgot. Ma tu, Aria, oh, ci sono tutti italiani, all Italians. No, we have Grace. Grace, she's American, but she speaks a very good Italian. So by the way, you wrote a book, tu hai scritto un libro, The Amazing Net, right? And it's going to become a screenplay. I mean, you're writing the screenplay, right?
Yes. So I wrote a screenplay, and I pitched it around Los Angeles, and the people who wanted to buy it didn't want a movie. They wanted a television show for very little children. So, but they wanted it.
Okay.
So it's funny. So you kind of have to go where they want to buy something, even if that wasn't my first idea, because maybe that will work. And then maybe in the future I can do the movie based on it. But that's what I've been working on all summer, is writing that, which has been very interesting during this time. It's been.
So it's gonna be, you said, a TV show for kids, or like theater or
Hopefully,
TV?
yes. So we're at the place where it's the pilot. We've sold the pilot, and then now so I have a producer, but now a network has to want to put it on the show. But it's a multicultural. It's about a little mutt dog, and
sorry.
Is that your view?
No,
That's
sorry. I always do that when I'm waving at people, like
waving. Yeah.
Quando saluto, somehow I press something, and
no.
Yeah, and you see my beautiful parking lot.
It is actually kind of beautiful. But yes, so I've been writing that like every day, because it's kind of never done. You can always go back in and fix it and fix this, and so today is the day that I turn it in. So I'm very curious as to what they'll say.
Oh, today.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So are you gonna turn it into a studio, or
to the producer, to the company who wants to make it? Yeah.
Okay. So very quick in Italian, because this live will be saved. So hopefully, you know, the next days we're going to have a lot of people watching you, or watching us. So Ariane ha scritto una sceneggiatura e il protagonista, the main character is a dog, right? Il protagonista è un cane. And you wanted to sell it more as a film, as a screenplay. Volevi venderlo come film, però hanno visto il potenziale più per una serie TV, for a TV show, a TV series, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Più
For
per una serie
children,
televisiva
for like
e
very
for
little children.
per bambini. Per bambini, yeah, bambini.
Yeah.
I can teach you some Italian, Ariane. Bambini,
Bambini.
kids, little children, bambini.
Bambini.
And yeah, bambini. And screenplay is sceneggiatura. Sceneggiatura from scena. Yeah, because it comes from scena, scene.
Sceneggiatura.
La sceneggiatura. Brava! Yeah, la pronuncia è giusta, sì. Mini baby children, someone
my
says.
Friend,
yeah,
my friend Patty is here. My friend Patty.
Oh,
and my friend Athenea.
Ciao.
I have a friend watching in Greece and a friend watching in Hollywood. Hi, guys.
Oh, dai, bellissimo, che bello. Parlate italiano? Loro parlano italiano? Do they speak Italian? No.
I don't think either of them speak Italian.
No. Why? It's okay. It's okay. And so today, oggi Ariane finalmente darà in mano al produttore il suo lavoro finito, quindi la sceneggiatura completa. Ma poi, but then, I don't know if you can say but then, doesn't matter, but you wrote a blog, like the tales of a mom, of a real Hollywood mom, right? But that was a long time ago. Tu hai scritto un blog, i racconti di una vera mamma di Hollywood, sarebbe in Italian, the translation. And what happened with the blog? Are you still doing it? Fai ancora questo blog?
So the interesting thing that happened with the blog is that as my son got older, I felt stranger about writing about him, like personal things about him. You know, when he was like a baby and he was really young. But then when he got old enough to say, are you writing about me? That started to feel weird. But the other thing that happened is the more people read my blog, the more I don't know, I almost would rather strangers read it because I had people who knew me read it or people who I just met read it. So while I never said anything bad about anybody, even if it was good, it was strange to run into that person at my son's school and for her to say, oh, I read about how we met yesterday. Like, I'm glad you like me, or things like that. It got really strange and personal. Yeah,
let me say in Italian very quick. So Ariane ha creato questo blog che si chiama Tales of a Real Hollywood Mom, i racconti di una vera mamma di Hollywood, però aveva senso farlo quando suo figlio era ancora piccolo, perché parlava appunto di lui, però quando suo figlio è iniziato a crescere non era a little bit awkward. Awkward is a good word, which is era un po' strano. Awkward is strano, è strange, era strano scrivere di suo figlio, e anche lei scriveva di persone che incontrava senza conoscerle veramente, e a scuola le dicevano: oh Ariane, ho letto il tuo blog, meno male che io ti piaccio. I read your blog and thank God you like me, because lei incontrava queste persone che leggevano il suo blog, quindi era un po' una situazione particolare, like a strange situation online to find out, insomma, da scoprire. Ma anche tu, Ariane, ho letto che you're a doctor? Sei una dottoressa? Are you a degree as a doctor?
No, I'm guessing you're getting that from the Groundlings program.
Yeah.
So there's just a saying, laughter is the best medicine. Yeah. It's an American saying. So if I'm making people laugh, then I'm giving them medicine. So I'm a doctor.
Oh my God. I didn't get it. I still thought you were like, you Yeah,
I
you're a
wish.
comedian, but also you had a degree as a doctor. So
That
this
would be
is a good
amazing.
expression, Ariane. Yeah.
That would
I
be
feel bad,
amazing.
Ariane, please.
No,
Cure
you're
me.
not the only
No.
one who thought that. Many people have thought that.
Oh, okay. Let's translate this expression, which is very nice. So the best medicine is laughter, right?
Laughter. Yeah.
Laughter. So la migliore, ma in Italian we say the same. La migliore medicina è il sorriso o è ridere. Ridere is to laugh, the verb. So io ho letto questo nella sua biografia e veramente pensavo che lei fosse una dottoressa. I really thought she was a doctor. Instead, it was a joke she made, like, you know, the best medicine is laughing, so that's why I'm a doctor. But io l'ho preso letteralmente, I took it literally, e pensavo fosse una dottoressa. Anyway, this is the story. But
I wish I was a doctor. That would be fantastic.
yeah, and I thought, wow, she's a comedian and a doctoress, so that's a good combination. Actually, I worked with an acrobat in Italy, and he was a doctor for real. So he would work as a doctor. What's the male nurse? Can you say that?
Yeah,
Nurse,
we
but
just call them
never
nurses. Yeah.
a nurses. Okay, he was a nurse in a hospital, but then he would go on tour with a beautiful musical, by the way, Notre Dame de Paris, which is I always forget this name in English, the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, the Hunchback of
correct?
Notre Dame.
Hunchback
But I
of Notre
guess
Dame,
if anybody got sick or anybody hurt themselves on the tour, he could help them.
Yeah, esatto, esatto. Sì, ho lavorato con questo ragazzo, lui era un acrobata, ma anche era un infermiere, e quindi quando mi ha detto questo ero rimasta colpita. Quindi why not for Ariane to be a doctor? And you did a lot. You also co-created. I want to talk about improv, how improv can improve our life.
Yes.
But also you co-created a live talk show with Cheryl Hines, right? I saw that show. Tu hai co-creato questo talk show con Cheryl Hines. Non penso che in Italia la conoscono. I don't think they know her in Italy because she's a wonderful actress, un'attrice fantastica nella serie TV Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm, yeah.
On HBO, yeah, but non penso che sia uscita in Italia. I don't think in Italy came out. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If you know it, let me know. Anyways, well, how was this experience, Ariane? Com'è stata questa esperienza?
It was great. So my two friends from the Groundlings, Lisa Shurga and Lauren Burns, we had this idea to do a live talk show, but it was kind of a spoof on a talk show. So we were making fun of talk shows and making fun of ourselves, but at the same time, it was a talk show. So it was a little complicated. We had another host with us named Misty Monroe, who's also an amazing actress. And we were doing it at the theater, and we decided we wanted to have a celebrity guest because that's what talk shows do. And one week our celebrity guest was Cheryl Hines, who also is an alumni of the Groundlings. And after the show, she said, this is what I've been wanting to create this. I've been wanting to create this for television. So we worked on it with her for a while, and it was really a really great, incredible experience. It kind of made me want to actually be a real talk show host, but it felt safer to hide. I was a character that I do, and it felt safer to hide almost behind that character than to be myself. But we did all sorts of things. Like I got a spray tan on stage in my underwear. We did experiments like I got, we did facials.
I remember
facials that were made from our own blood.
Facials that were made from your own blood?
Yeah, so they take your blood.
Like facial mask?
Yeah, they take your blood and they put it into a cream. And that was really a great experience. And then later, Cheryl was really busy. She was directing a movie and she was in 2 television shows. So we got more interest from Mayim Bialik, who was, she's most known for The Big Bang Theory. a television show
Oh,
here?
yeah. I think the Big Bang Theory came out in Italy. Penso che the Big Bang Theory, and they kept the title in English, if I'm not wrong again. But penso che lo conoscano questa serie
Yeah.
TV. Yeah. Oh, let me say very quick what you did. Like, so Ariane ha fatto questo talk show, ma you used the word spoof, right? A spoof.
Yeah.
Spoof, which is like tipo una satira, satire, right? About about talk show. So è una satira sui talk show. E di solito nei talk show inviti sempre una celebrità. Usually in the talk show you invite a celebrity. So loro hanno invitato Cheryl Hines, questa grande attrice della serie TV Curb Your Enthusiasm. E una cosa bella che Ariane ha detto, and I think Ariane ha detto che vorrebbe fare la presentatrice, ma è meglio per lei quando si nasconde dietro un personaggio. It's better for Ariane when she hides herself behind a character. And this is what actually actors do, right? Like, it's easier to play a character playing like the tough guy, the tough girl, because you're like, quote marks, you're not yourself, you don't play yourself, but also you are that person too, because we are all of the characters we play. You know, you are all of the characters you play. Tu sei e rappresenti tutti i personaggi che interpreti. Quindi, how actually is, what's your favorite character you have played or you like to play? Qual è il tuo personaggio preferito che ti piace interpretare?
Well, yeah, first of all, I agree with you. We are definitely all the characters that we play. They're all different parts of us. So in some ways you could say that you're being more yourself when you're being a character. You have the freedom to take that part of yourself out. I have a lot of, I mean, lately my most favorite character has been an Armenian, Latvian, Russian, Mongolian woman named Leticia. And she is all of the,
this character.
she's all the ethnicities that I am. So she's,
Scusa, Ariane, non ho capito. I didn't understand.
She represents all of the ethnicities that I really am.
Yeah, can you tell us about, like, who are you, Ariane? Chi sei? Chi sei?
Well, first I can be Leticia for a moment. She's a very enthusiastic woman, and she's an esthetician. And what estheticians do is they make people feel beautiful with makeup and creams and lotions and oils, and they make their hairs pretty. And you know, it's all about feeling really good and looking really good on the outside, so that eventually you can feel really good on the inside. But yeah, it's been very interesting. It's been interesting because, well, you'd never want to do a character that's making fun of another ethnicity or culture. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I was doing one that was reflective of my own background, which is just a mix of many things, mostly Eastern European, but I actually got the ancestry DNA test done.
Oh, and Ariane ha fatto brevemente, yeah, briefly, like, yeah, she said, like, devi fare attenzione a interpretare dei personaggi dalle diverse nazionalità, perché potresti prendere in giro queste persone, però lei ha cercato di rappresentare un personaggio che è più lei, perché you are young, are you half Armenian? Are you?
What I learned
like,
from,
do you have some origin?
Yeah, what I learned from the DNA test was I'm so many things. So the Armenian and the Russian and Norwegian and then Latvian and then Mongolian, which is in Asia.
Oh, wow, quindi sei metà un po' asiatica, un po' dell'Armenia, russa, perché Ariane ha fatto il test del DNA, she did the DNA test, and she found out she came from all of those places.
Yeah.
So that's why the character made sense to be because it's you. So you're not making
Yeah,
fun
she's
of
all
those
those.
people.
And then I have other characters. I have
And then
a
other characters.
strange, I have a British character named Tamsin. So she looks like, hello, my name is Tamsin. And Tamsin started off as a very young, like 12-year-old English girl.
Oh
And
my God.
she's a foreign exchange student. And she's living with her American family, and they have a daughter named Amber, and she's an American girl, and she's a cheerleader, and Tamsin's very attracted to her. And
what's that? Attractive.
she's very, like, you know, she's into her sexually.
Oh,
She's just a
oh my
young
God,
foreign
yeah.
exchange student. And then I have another very weird character called Glenn, who is very small mouth.
Okay.
And this person works down in Redondo Beach, catching fish and shellfish. And I sell it at I sell it at a shop down on the Redondo Beach pier.
Oh, okay, va bene. How's your day? How's your day going?
My day's going really well because it's up to me to make my day well. I wake up early in the morning and I get out on my little boat, and then I go out to where the clams are. I chip the clams off the rocks.
Vai a pescare.
Yeah,
So to
yeah.
fish, pescare.
But I'm looking for a date. I'm looking for somebody to share my life with.
Actually, you're pretty interested. Maybe, you know, after we can exchange the phone number if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Possiamo scambiarci il numero perché sei interessante, you know, like, you kind of, I like you, mi piaci.
Wow.
Dai, let's hang out.
Usually people don't say that. I'm a little bit taken aback. I don't even know what to do with
Because
that.
I see your soul. I really see your soul in questo
Whoa.
momento. You know, vedo la tua anima dentro already.
Yeah.
No, ma senti, Ariane, I mean, I really like her. I took Ariane's writing women workshop, and it was amazing. Like, she opened my mind, like, actually, to become more a better communicator. And also, if you remember, like, I wanted to be some public speaking.
Yes.
Some public speaking classes, o to become a public speaker. Volevo diventare, e vorrei, mi piacerebbe fare public speaking, e Ariane mi ha aiutato molto in questo e facevamo lezioni insieme. E she's a great teacher, una fantastica insegnante. But everything is in English, so you might maybe go to Italy, I don't know, and do it for Italians who knows English. Magari potresti.
Well, that would be a goal for me.
Who
I
knows?
mean,
That would be
I
nice.
would love to travel around with my class. The class is something that I'm really passionate about. I love working with women, and I would love to open it up to men as well, but I was seeing yeah, exactly. I was seeing that women wanted kind of a safe place to come and work on whatever they were thinking about creatively. So in my class, everybody's doing something different. Maybe somebody wants to write a song, somebody wants to do poetry, somebody's trying to write a movie script, someone's working on public speaking. And during the 8 weeks, I give assignments that kind of make you feel hopefully more confident, and you find what you want to share. So you find your voice.
Your voice, that's what I really liked it. Yeah, you trovi la tua vera voce grazie a questi workshop che Ariane fa, dove puoi esprimerti come vuoi, scrivere una poesia, scrivere un monologo, to write a poem, to write a monologue, or even a script, anche una sceneggiatura, yes, o a script scene, una scena, and you can make up everything, you know, based on your own experience. Puoi scrivere quello che vuoi, something even, it's a safe place because what you write is very intimate, quello che scrivi è molto intimo, quindi tra donne è stato molto più sicuro è stata più sicura come esperienza. It was a more secure, more safe experience, as she said. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm having maybe a little bit switching Italian English, so
no, that's okay.
sorry.
And some of the stuff's not funny. Like a lot of what people write is not funny, and that's fine. I love that. I love the drama as well. It's whatever you want to share. But this summer, and I think my dad's watching right now, so maybe he can write the name of the movie.
Ciao,
My dad,
ciao.
we came to spend the summer, part of the summer with him, and so he had 2 Italian movies that he wanted us to see, and one I believe was called Midsummer Lunch, and it's
Midsummer Pranzo di mezz'estate. No, do you remember the director? Ti ricordi il regista? No.
Let's see, Dad. Maybe he'll write it. But
yeah, you can write
very
it.
Famous.
I can write it in...
Very famous Italian actors. It's about a man who lives with his mother in a little town, and he, like 3 other women his mother's age, end up coming to spend a week with him. So at first it's like he's taking care of all of these older women, but they're these very colorful, amazing characters. And then by the end of it, you know, he's loving it. But it's about a special holiday that you have in Italy, which is like midsummer lunch.
Midsummer è mezz'estate, pranzo di mezz'estate, ma non so se... I'm not sure if that's the right title. Non sono sicura che quello sia il titolo.
I just thought you were
sì, che sia il titolo giusto. We have, well, in August we have... let me
ask my dad, actually. Dad, what's the name of the Italian movie that we watched? Midsummer Lunch?
Mid-August Lunch.
Mid-August Lunch is the name of the movie. And do you remember the director?
Il pranzo di Ferragosto.
He can't pronounce the director, but...
No, it's... Ferragosto, sì, il pranzo di Ferragosto. Ferragosto, it's a holiday in Italy, which is the 15th of August, il 15 agosto. È una festa importante where... This is it's very funny because what people do in Italy, they go to the beach and they toss to each other a balloon full of water.
Yeah.
Are called, so le persone a Ferragosto si lanciano dei palloncini pieni d'acqua. I don't know you say in English, like balloon full of water? Like water balloon?
Water balloon.
Water balloon.
Water balloon.
Water balloon.
Kids love it, yeah.
Yeah, and that's the typical thing, una cosa tipica proprio del 15 agosto. It's a typical game, let's say, happening on the 15th of August. I don't like that game. Actually, I would say my no, I hate it. Like, because I don't like water, non mi piace l'acqua. Quindi I was like, no, don't do it. And then they take you, I mean, friends, of course, they take you and they throw you in the water, like your friends, like they lift you up and they, you know, take you in the water, ti alzano, i ragazzi ti alzano e ti buttano nell'acqua a Ferragosto, questo succede. Ma senti, una cosa importantissima, so you're a great improviser, sei una grande improvvisatrice. How did improv change your life? Or how improv can change your life? Come può l'improvvisazione cambiare la tua vita?
I feel like I'm learning some Italian. Well, first of all, the reason why I brought that movie up before I answer your second question is this was about people who they were older, so they couldn't get away to the beach. So they're stuck in this small apartment. But what I thought was so amazing was the actresses were all quite old. Some of them maybe were 80, and their faces were incredibly expressive and funny and dramatic, and you never see that in American film. You don't see older real women, and this was like, maybe you see one, but this was a movie full of them. And because it's like,
so,
you know,
full of older women, and you're
full of older women, really,
è vero, un film pieno di donne anziane, e Ariane dice che in America questo non lo vedi spesso. You don't see often like real older women, like the real Italian, you know, real Italian women. Yeah.
And these women were just so entertaining, so talented, so funny. But in America, it seems like most film, especially like blockbuster film, is about the sexy woman, or even if she's like the quirky, funny woman, she's also super sexy.
She's always, yeah, there. She's like, here it always depict, yeah, women like always beautiful, even if they're old, anche se le donne qui nei film americani sono vecchie o anziane, comunque sono sempre sexy e belle.
Yeah. So this was really entertaining, but and inspiring. But to answer your question about how improv can help life, in so many ways, improv is really about letting go of your fear and not judging yourself and not judging what you said. You keep moving forward. So the basic thing that you've probably heard a lot is yes and. So you say yes to what the person said to you, and then you continue and add something to that. It doesn't mean you have to agree with everybody. It just means, yes, I heard what you said, and I'm going to add something to that. And so in life, I just think being open to not judging yourself. And if you make a mistake, you just keep moving forward. You don't stay living in that mistake, whatever it might have been. You keep moving forward, taking risks, really connecting with people, making eye contact, which is hard on Zoom. You know, and listening, really listening to somebody. Like, not a lot of times when we're listening, we're planning what we're going to say. We're not really listening, but listening until someone has finished and then responding to that. And it's almost a kind of a meditation, because you're so focused on being in the moment. You can only be in the moment. You're so focused on that.
Yeah, because you have to respond to the other person, and also without really being funny, but being real and truthful, right?
Yes.
You don't have to say, oh my God, I have to say something funny necessarily.
Yes.
But just responding in a truthful way. And I think while you're responding in a truthful way, the fun might come, because right? Like, so that's how organically, I don't know, some people don't like
that's
this word,
exactly
like,
right.
Organicamente, yeah. Let me say in Italian very quick, because I really want my Italian audience to understand. So Ariane dice che improvvisazione è un modo per non giudicarti. Cioè, quando tu improvvisi non devi giudicare te stessa. When you improvise, you don't judge yourself. You have to take risks, devi rischiare, e soprattutto, especially, you have to be in the moment, devi essere nel presente, in quel momento, perché spesso quando l'altro ci parla, very often when the other person talks to us, we're thinking what we're gonna say next without listening what the person says. So spesso parliamo a qualcuno e non ascoltiamo veramente, perché pensiamo a cosa noi vogliamo dire. But with improv, nell'improvvisazione, you can't, because you have to react to what the other person says exactly in the moment. Quindi nell'improvvisazione devi reagire a quello che l'altra persona dice. E è lì dove la battuta può venire fuori. And it's exactly in the moment a good line or a joke can come out.
Yes.
Yes. So and Ariana, that's your name in Italian. Oh, you know your name, Ariane Price. Price is prezzo.
Oh.
Prezzo. So Arianna Prezzo, like price. Did someone make a joke to you about it? Sì, prezzo.
Yeah, prezzo.
But did anyone, or did someone make a joke about your last name? I mean, sorry, I don't want to offend.
No,
but
because
I'm saying with Price.
No, and the strange
thing
is,
buy you, Ariane? Can I buy you? Like, posso? Oh, we've lost you. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We lost you for a moment.
Am I back?
Yeah, your voice is like. Sì,
okay, hello?
Un po'. Okay.
Better,
bye.
maybe?
Yeah.
It's funny that you bring that up, because right now, actually for the last few months, I've noticed
when I'm on the phone and I have to make an appointment for something and they ask me my name and I say Ariane Price, they don't understand the second name. And a couple times people have said Christ, Ariane Christ, like Jesus, Jesus Christ. And I thought it was a very easy name to understand, or maybe I'm saying it weird, Price. So I always say no, like how something costs. It's a very simple name, like a price tag. But so I've been called Ariane Christ. Maybe that would be better.
Oh my God. So I just said that, yeah, that il suo cognome in italiano, Price, significa prezzo. E quando lei telefona e deve prendere alcuni appuntamenti, alcuni capiscono Christ, which is Cristo. Yeah. So ti chiami Arianna Cristo, Gesù Cristo, e lei dice no, prezzo, come like il prezzo di una cosa, you know, price of something. So she has to explain, deve spiegare il suo cognome. She has to explain her last name.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's why I didn't mean to offend you, but I just thought, wait, price. This is a good maybe Italian word for you to know. Prezzo, I don't know.
Prezzo.
If you ever prezzo, sì. Ariane, do you have another favorite English expression that maybe you wanna enlighten us with something before we conclude this live?
Yeah.
Vuoi dirci qualcosa interessante, un'espressione inglese interessante?
Well, a fun one is from where my husband is from, which is New Orleans, Louisiana. And that's just, it's like its own country. It's an incredible place, the food and the people. And truly, it really is like its own country, its own place. But they have a phrase that's both in French and English, because a lot of people speak French there. But in English, it's let the good times roll. And in French, it's the good times. Yeah. In French, it's laissez les bons temps rouler. So, but letting the good, it's just like, let it go, let the good times roll. Here we go. We're gonna roll and we're gonna have fun. Somebody else might have a better explanation of it than I do. But
yeah, forse Grace. No, io sono italiana. I should know it. No, let the good time go is like you can translate with lasciati andare o lascia andare tutto. Like it's almost like forget about it, lascia perdere.
Right. It's let the good times. It's let the good times roll, like rolling a ball. But it's the same idea.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can translate. I mean, I'm gonna put the subtitles, so I'm gonna look it out with my friend dictionary, con il mio amico dizionario. Ma se qualcuno sa la traduzione, puoi dire lascia andare le cose belle, like let go. Does it mean also let go the good things? Let go the good things and and be open for anything new?
Yes. And also I think it's funny right now. I have a t-shirt that says let the good times roll, but right now things are crazy and not very good times for many reasons. So it can also be used sarcastically, like let the good times roll. Here we go.
I want to search. Sorry, I want to give the right.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you when we get off.
Yeah, but I'm finding lascia che weird translate. Lascia che inizi il divertimento. Let the fun beginning. But I think that's right.
Good. Let the fun begin.
So lascia che inizi il divertimento o lascia che il divertimento cominci. Yeah, that's how you can translate it. In so many ways. Sometimes, it's hard to give the right, perfect Italian translation. È difficile dare l'espressione perfetta e corretta perché in italiano might have a different translation. In italiano ha un'espressione, una traduzione diversa. Ci dicono che il regista di August Lunch è Di Gregorio. Di Gregorio è il regista. Di Gregorio, Ariane, if you want to tell your dad afterwards. Di Gregorio.
Oh, yes. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, that's great.
Italiano. Sì, I'm not familiar with his work, but we're gonna check out Di Gregorio. Maybe Di Gregorio is gonna listen to us. He's gonna listen to Ariane. Who knows? Bye, ciao Di Gregorio.
Yeah. Please put me in your movie as an American woman, an older American woman. Not quite as old as they were in the movie. They were like in their 80s, but he obviously appreciates women. He appreciates real women at all ages. So.
Sì, ma ad Ariane farebbe piacere fare un film in Italia, quindi se c'è qualche regista italiano, Ariane, ve la raccomando. I'm gonna recommend Ariane. Ariane, I think we can say goodbye. We did, 15 minutes. I like to usually to keep a little bit short the live, but
Can say ciao.
I wanted to say something and I forgot. Mi sono dimenticata. Ma ci vediamo presto. It means I see you soon, or we can talk to each other. Ci sentiamo. You can say ci sentiamo.
Ci sentiamo.
Ci sentiamo, like ci vediamo.
Ci vediamo. Ci sentiamo.
Brava.
Ci vediamo.
So ci sentiamo is like more we're going to talk to each other, and ci vediamo, we're going to see each other.
Wow.
See. Oh, by the way, what's your website? Do you have a website, or how
you
can they
you
follow
should check out my blog, because all the stories are still there. So it's talesofArealHollywoodMom.tumblr.com. But if you just type in Tales of a Real Hollywood Mom, there's some funny stories in there of raising a child in Hollywood, and him coming on auditions with me and all sorts of interesting things. And then I am putting together a website, so I'll have that for you soon. I do lots of voices for animation, so I want to put that all together, and different, TV and film and things like that. But it's been such a pleasure talking to you and seeing your face.
Okay. Sì. Anche per me. Thank you so much for accepting this proposal of being my live. Grazie per aver accettato la mia proposta di essere nel mio live. Grazie mille, grazie Ariane. Un bacione.
Grazie mille.
Ciao.